Supposedly, a biography on cancer should be full of tears.
But it's not.
In fact, it is a deeply intricate story of the trials humanity has faced through the centuries and how they have influenced our society and the scientific breakthroughs that shaped the course of our history. In The Emperor of All Maladies by Dr. Siddhartha Mukherjee, through insightful narration and scintillating prose, Mukherjee ties together the pieces of science and history that make up the being of cancer and the unexpected ways it has left its mark in humanity's ongoing saga.
What happens when humanity is plagued by an affliction so vast and unknowable that it affects society from within and shapes the very nature of it?
What happens when people begin to search for the key to unlock the cure for this emperor of all maladies?
I'm Sydney Farber. No, not Sydney Farber. Sydney Farber with a Y. I'm a pediatric pathologist and through a turn of events have dedicated my life to finding a cure for cancer. Of course, besides a pediatric pathologist, people call me a lot of other names. A maniac, a fool, a mad scientist preying on young children to exploit them for her personal gain. But my life has really consisted of a number of scientific breakthroughs and advocacy for cancer research.
Sydney Farber began working in a basement as a doctor of pathology, analyzing lymphoma samples for the hospital of the floors above. However, she eventually grew sick of looking through cells through a microscope. Inspired by the works of other scientists in the field at the time, she decided to take a risk and sent for a package that would mark the beginning of her leap into the world of cancer research.
The package contained a special compound, chemical scotch, that Farber hoped would shrink the cancer cells, based on research done by a colleague to aid with a similar lymphatic disease. She went up to the pediatric wards during the night and would inject her patients with the compound. She kept meticulous records, only for the experiment to backfire horrifically. The lymphoma ended up spreading rapidly, the phenomenon deemed acceleration, evoking some dangerous object in free fall, careering towards its end.
Needless to say, the other staff was furious with my dabbling, but my curiosity was only further provoked. If this agent had the opposite effect of slowing down the lymphoma, then I need something that can do the opposite, an anti-chemical scotch.
Farber's second experiment was successful, to the shock of all around her, but she wasn't satisfied. She realized something important. Farber found a young lad from her clinical trial, a boy they nicknamed Jimmy. Johnny. He had the classic American visage intended to garner support from the wealthiest to the poorest of citizens. They held a nationwide radio talk with Johnny, who described his love of baseball and, with a childlike innocence, expressed his discontent at not being able to play when he was sick. Dr. Farber was able to gather much support and funding, mainly because of...
Me! Johnny! People all over the nation have been raising money for Dr. Farber's Cancer Research Fund. Now we can find a cure for cancer!
Yet, Farber realized one thing.
This isn't enough money. If we're really going to cure cancer, we need government and political support.
Enter Martha Alaska. She's a powerful businesswoman and political activist who is in search of a philanthropic cause. Through a series of personal losses related to cancer in her life, she had become infuriated with the untapped potential of medicine. Already having begun a fund for medical research, she meets Farber and decides to partner with him on his proposal to eradicate cancer. With her charming personality and cunning business and social skills, she and her husband, Albert Alaska, became the knights in shining armor for medical research.
With the support of the Alaskas, cancer awareness has spread throughout the country, and I even co-own a cancer research organization. Everything is fantastic.
No, it's not. Congress just refused to pass our legislation. So basically, we're only getting half of everything that we got, and it's because of this thing called the National Cancer Act.
So, no NASA for cancer?
No NASA for cancer.
No, I know. No, our hard work.
Even though Farber and Alaska have fallen short of their audacious vision for the future, they did help to revolutionize cancer care and brought about some tremendous breakthroughs in the war on cancer. Despite the setbacks, the fight against cancer is ongoing, and we march forward in our progress.